So welcome to the Essentials by Artistry. The Essentials by Artistry is designed to develop and especially developed to meet the needs of younger, oilier skin. And it keeps the skin looking its best with an easy to follow simple skincare routine. Now, if you haven't had a chance to actually view these new products, they're absolutely gorgeous, very young packaging, and we've been getting an excellent result so far. Okay, so the line is the entry point into Artistry skincare products. It offers strong value with affordable pricing, great claims and performance. And it also is going to offer to our younger IBOs and customers a very simple routine. And while it's specifically designed to really appeal to those younger, oilier skins, it does provide a great starting point, or we could say a door opener for anyone who wants to be acquainted with the Artistry skincare but wants a very simple, one or two product routine. So using special oil controlling, oil-free formulas containing naturally derived and high quality ingredients. Finally, our young skin can look its best all day long. And we've been waiting, quite a while to have a range that's specific for younger skin, and especially for younger skin that does, have those breakouts and problems with excess oil. So the objectives is to introduce new customers to Artistry with the Essentials by Artistry. It's also designed to build a bridge into Artistry with simple, easy to understand skincare products. Younger people don't want a complicated routine, and they don't have that background knowledge either to really understand the more high-tech products. So they want something that's simple and easy to use. And also it's to simplify a very complex category, and that's skincare. So we're keeping it simple, keeping it easy, keeping it really easy to understand. So first of all, what we need to do is we need to understand the skin. So know your skin type. And this is really important when we're recommending any skincare product with Artistry, but especially with the Essentials. So a basic understanding of skin types is important to help choose the right products and routine for your customer. Skin types are typically broken down into 4 basic categories. Now, most skin types don't fit perfectly within these categories, but this is going to give you and your customer a good starting point for choosing the right products. So one question that we do tend to ask is, how does your skin feel 2 to 4 hours after washing without applying any lotions or creams? So based upon these examples, consider how your skin or your customer's skin frequently behaves visually, tactily, by touching it, and through various environmental exposure and climates. So normal skin has a balance of moisture in the skin. And moisture, when we talk about moisture, we talk about we talk about water. Oily skin is an overactive oil gland producing excess oil. So those sebaceous glands are producing a lot of oil. Combination skin, as you can see here on the screen, it's oily in the T-zone, that's the center part of the face. And on the outside area, those pink areas on the cheeks, it's normally quite a normal skin tone. And dry, the skin doesn't retain enough moisture. So it gets dehydrated. It doesn't have enough oil in the skin. So they're what we predominantly call the four different skin types. Now, going back to that question, how does your skin feel 2 to 4 hours after washing? Does your skin feel very oily? Does it feel really dry and tight? So this is giving us a really good indication of what skin type someone is. So oily skin is seen more in adolescence. The oil production and activity of those sebaceous glands decline with age. So as you can see on this graph, the prevalence of oily skin could last throughout a lifetime, yet it's stronger in the younger population. Oily skin affects younger populations at a greater rate than the average population. Excessive oil production can foster a breeding ground for bacteria, clogged enlarged pores, irritation, and the formation of those nasty acne lesions. A number of intrinsic and extrinsic factors can lead to oily skin, such as genetics, an onset of adolescence, puberty, hormonal fluctuations, psychological stress, humidity, sleep deprivation, and also a high glycemic diet, and also young age. So the data for the essentials has been collected by what we call our FACES analysis from over many different countries. In fact, we collected data from over 5,000 subjects of all ages, all ethnicities, all skin types from both North and South America and Asia. And it helped our research and development department better understand the connections between primary skin health concerns and age. The need for products to treat oily skin is common all over the world. Many feel it's an unmet need, not just from the ARTISTRY brand, but from the skincare industry overall. On this chart, the orange section signifies oily skin, while the red signifies combination skin, which is both oily and dry. What's most profound is our FACES data supports the dermatological literature. Not only did we find research from the external science community showing the high significance of oily skin in younger people, but we also saw the prevalence of oily skin in the younger community that we screened from our IBOs from all around the world. This is a huge concern, especially for those under 29. So based on our FACES data, we found that oiliness and large pores, as well as frequent breakouts, were a concern for a variety of age groups. So virtually everyone, sometimes in their lifetime, will experience dry skin. Now, dry skin can happen when the outermost layer of the skin, that's its barrier, doesn't hold the water. But we're not going to talk too much about dry skin today. We're going to really focus on the oily skin. But let me just go through some causes of dry skin. So some causes of dry skin are chronological aging, harsh cleansing and excessive washing, insufficient oil in the skin. Now, cold weather, the humidity, and especially a high wind exposure, both hot and cold, can really have an effect on drying out the skin. Also, frictional irritation, that's over exfoliating with harsh exfoliants. can also have a focus on dry skin. So, inside-out approach to intelligent, sustained moisturization is what our ARTISTRY products are based on. So let me just focus now on oily skin, and I'm just going to go back to a couple of these slides. Because the causes of oily skin, what causes oily skin? Well, there's a number of intrinsic and extrinsic factors that lead to oily skin, such as genetics, the onset of adolescence, puberty, hormonal fluctuations, psychological stress, humidity, sleep deprivation, and a high, sugary diet, and also young age. So just to give you a little bit about skin physiology, there's around about 20,000 pores on the face. Sebaceous pores, or pores that produce oil, are visible, and they're really different than pores that produce sweat. So what causes enlarged pores? Well, excessive oil production increases the pore size. Aging also can cause pores to look larger. And the buildup of dead skin cells and other impurities can cause the skin surface to be bumpy and uneven. And this makes the appearance of pores much more visible. So let's focus now on acne and what causes acne-prone skin. So anyone suffering from acne blemishes really knows that acne can lead to physical and emotional scarring. It's a dreadful thing to have. Statistics show that around 20% of all adults have active acne. So would it surprise you to find out that globally, 70 to 80% of adolescents deal with acne? And the prevalence is even greater in industrialized countries. And when I talk about industrialized countries, this is countries like the US, Europe, Canada, Mexico, etc. Australia would fit into that. Acne is a troublesome skin condition, estimated to affect a large percentage of the global population at some time over the course of their life. The cases of this skin health disorder continue to grow all over the world and can not only lead to physical scars but emotional scars and really drained self-esteem for sufferers. Scientific literature and dermatological advisors indicate that there are 4 primary skin factors that contribute to acne. And the first one is an excessive oil production. And this is often triggered by those hormonal changes. A buildup of dead skin cells. So it's really important that we need to exfoliate very, very lightly. A buildup of bacteria. And also inflammation responses like dark spots, hyperpigmentation, swelling, itching, or redness. So, cosmetic non-prescription products are typically designed to help address one or more of the factors characteristic in skin showing acne. Mild acne sufferers, for instance, monthly breakouts and a few pimples, are encouraged to consider holistic, oil-free, non-comedogenic water-based treatments that address the above primary skin factors. Salicylic acid is recognized by many governments as a declared medication to help regulate skin's cell turnover process. This helps reduce acne lesions with continued usage. Now, salicylic acid is one of the few active ingredients recognized globally for the treatment of acne without a prescription. This ingredient is a beta-hydroxy acid. Salicylic acid is a declarable active for over-the-counter treatment of acne at concentrations of 0.5% up to 2%. Salicylic compounds function by helping to regulate the skin's natural cellular turnover process, a process called keratinization. Now, the normalization of this keratinization process subsequently aids the removal of the skin's, proteinous and oily substances. The irregularity of this skin process can clog pores, leading to the development of acne. So quite often you'll find that people with acne have those clogged pores. The oil can't flow freely, so the pores get clogged and it causes that acne buildup. Now, the essentials by acne, anti-acne products are comprised of 3 sources of salicylic compounds. The first one is a highly purified pharmaceutical-grade salicylic acid. The second one is a white willow bark, and the third is meadowsweet. Now, salicylic compounds have been used for centuries as a source of treatment for reducing inflammation. So what do I do, or what do I need to use to take care of my skin? So now we've talked about skin types and hopefully you've identified your skin type. Let's review a recommended skincare routine. So a daily skincare routine helps to keep the skin looking fresh, and it also helps to prevent future breakouts by removing impurities, pore clogging dirt, and excess oil without stripping the skin of essential moisture. Always look for products appropriate for your skin type. And that means if you're oily, look for oil-free leave-on products. Now, if you're oily, make sure that your products claim non-comedogenic. And non-comedogenic means it doesn't clog your pores. Comedogenically tested or testing is a 6-week clinical study which products are applied to the skin and a dermatologist evaluates the treated skin for comedones. A comedone is better known as a clogged pore or a pimple. If a product passes this rigorous test, it's granted the claim non-comedogenic. You'll be happy to know that all of the ARTISTRY products are non-comedogenic. So those with combination or oily complexions will like lightweight textures better than a rich, heavy cream. That makes sense, doesn't it? So look for lotions. Now, if your skin's sensitive, look for products that are suitable for sensitive skin and allergy tested. And this claim comes from 2 separate tests. Safety testing, which is a 6-week clinical study, and that's where consumers use a product and a dermatologist evaluates their skin for irritation or sensitivity. A patch test checks for allergic reactions by repeatedly applying the product to the skin under a patch for 3 weeks. Every 48 hours, a dermatologist evaluates the application area and grades the condition of the skin, checking for irritation and redness. And of course, you'll be happy to know that all of the products of ARTISTRY are tested for sensitive skin. So daily skincare in the morning and evening is vital because it removes dirt, impurities, and dead skin cells. It helps in the prevention of clogged pores and blemishes, and it helps to retain its natural moisture. And remember, under no circumstance go to bed with your makeup on, because this is the quickest way to actually clog your pores. So why do I need to use special skincare products? Every day, your skin is exposed to impurities in the air, makeup, sweat, environmental pollutants. To keep your skin in good health, you must remove these impurities every day with a cleanser. While you definitely understand that rinsing your face with water isn't enough, a gentle sulfate-free cleanser makes sure that the skin is ready to receive the benefits of other products applied after cleansing. Since you don't want to add additional oil to your skin, look for a gel cleanser. A gel cleanser clears the skin of oil to help maintain a fresh complexion. It also helps remove dead skin cells on the surface. Our Foaming Essentials by Artistry Gel Cleanser does this better than a bar soap. Our gel cleanser provides a mild yet effective alternative to a bar soap. Bar soap alters and disrupts the skin's natural acid mantle, causing artificial swelling of the surface. This disruption to the barrier further strips the skin of the natural moisture and increases the bacterial buildup, and also it can cause acne formation. Additionally, our gel cleanser is strategically formulated to maintain the skin's natural pH balance of the skin, which is unlike a bar soap. Plus, it maintains the skin's pH balance. When you keep your skin appropriately pH balanced, there's much less of a likelihood of it becoming too oily or too dry. So, old skin cells build up on the surface of the skin, which can leave your skin looking really dull and dry. And this buildup can result in excess oil and clogged pores building up underneath, and this will lead to blemishes and acne. But another tip as well, be sure not to over cleanse your face, and don't over exfoliate either. This can disrupt the natural moisture barrier, and it can actually make your acne or make your skin worse. Overstripping won't help oily or any skin in the long run. So why do I need to use a moisturizer if my skin's oily? And this is a question that we get asked a lot. Don't think for a minute that dry skin should be the only type of skin that should be moisturized daily. You know, all skin requires water, even oily skin types. Now, balancing oil and water in the skin is especially important. Every skincare routine should include a moisturizer. The key is to select a product developed with your skin type in mind. Moisturizers for complexions that are oily or prone to breakouts should be oil-free and light in weight. Dry skin will benefit from thicker creams, while lightweight lotions best serve combination and oily complexions. Now, another question that I always get asked when asking why do I need to use a moisturizer, especially my very oily skin people. And it's really hard sometimes to explain to them that, yes, they do need moisture in the skin. They need to have a moisturizer, you know, to calm the oil down. The reason is, and the question is, well, why? Well, when we're talking about the skin and the sebaceous glands, and the sebaceous glands are formed in the second layer of the skin in the dermis, and this is where the oil production starts from. Now, on an oily skin, the sebaceous glands are quite large and they pump up a lot of oil. Now, if the skin is dry on the surface, the sebaceous glands in the dermis are going to think that the skin's dry. So they're going to produce more oil. That makes sense, doesn't it? So if we're putting a light moisturizer on the surface and something that's just going to retain the moisture, the sebaceous glands in the dermis are going to think it's okay up there. I don't need to produce as much oil. So there's another story that you can actually talk to your oily skin customers about. So why does it matter that my moisturiser contains antioxidants? One of the most significant contributors to aging skin is the process of oxidation. Oxidation occurs when electrically charged molecules, and these are called free radicals, attack healthy cells, compromising their structure and their functions. Now, think of a sliced apple that sits out all day, and it gradually becomes brown and shriveled. The skin too can be damaged by oxidation, resulting in fine lines, dullness, and uneven skin tone. Now, antioxidants fight free radicals by neutralizing them. Our essentials by ARTISTRY feature antioxidants, and these are acerola cherry, cucumber, chamomile, and vitamin E. So let's have a look at each of these fabulous products. All products in the Essentials by ARTISTRY are synthetic, colorant-free, and free of phthalates. Some of the products do contain parabens and preservatives, but these parabens are safe to use and appropriate in all markets by the governing bodies. The cleanser is sulfate-free. Each product, except the makeup removing wipes, contain acerola cherry extract from the Neutralite brand grown on our Brazilian farm. So let's have a look at some of our common botanical clusters. The Essentials by ARTISTRY collection contain many botanical ingredients. For instance, you can find aloe vera and chamomile in all of our formulas. Meadowsweet and witch hazel plus zinc PCA are known to offer great oil control benefits. ARTISTRY research and development scientists added these ingredients to some of the formulas to help control excess oil. So zinc is one of my hero ingredients. I've been a huge lover of zinc for many years, especially as a beauty therapist. I've always known the benefits of zinc in the skin and how beneficial it is to oily skin and acne-prone skin. And of course, witch hazel is a natural astringent, and you'll find these two ingredients in our Essentials by ARTISTRY. So let's have a look at the oil control botanical cluster. As I said, it's meadowsweet and witch hazel plus the zinc PCA. The soothing botanicals contain key anti-irritant botanicals such as those calming ingredients, aloe vera, chamomile, and willow bark. Some of our formulas help to gently soothe and comfort the skin. The protective botanical clusters are botanicals such as the acerola cherry. Now, acerola cherry is really rich in vitamin C, glycerin, and cucumber. And these are our formulas that keep the skin looking its best while fighting environmental assaults. So let's have a look at each of the product ranges, and I'm going to start with the makeup removing wipes. They gently remove heavy and long-wearing makeup, including foundation, lip color, eye makeup, including the waterproof mascara, and pore clogging impurities. It removes this really easily and quickly. Now, the wipes have what we call a non-stripping formula, so the skin feels really conditioned. It leaves the skin feeling really nourished, so it won't make your skin feel dry or tight. And it doesn't have that awful oily residue. So your skin will feel lovely and fresh. Now, all skin types can actually use the makeup removing wipes. So let's go through some of the featured ingredients. The featured ingredient in the makeup wipes is vitamin E, and this is an antioxidant. It's a skin protectant. So vitamin E is a very powerful antioxidant that's naturally presented in the outermost layers of the skin. Now, scientific literature indicates that it's a very potent protector of the skin's moisture barrier, while also helping to reduce the appearance of damage from prolonged sun exposure. So research suggests that vitamin E has the unique ability to restore the skin's antioxidant protection of the skin's barrier in rinse-off applications at a very low usage level. So it's going to help to pH balance, and it's what we call a non-woven cloth. So it's lovely and gentle on the skin, but it's sturdy. It doesn't break up when you use it. Let's now have a look at the gel cleanser. This is a gentle water-based oil-free gel cleanser that deeply and effectively cleanses the skin and removes makeup impurities, clogging dirt and excess oil to help produce a fresher, cleaner looking complexion. Can I just also add that if you or your customers are wearing a long-wearing foundation, then I would recommend that they also use the makeup remover wipes. So apply the makeup remover wipes first and then finish with the gel cleanser, because some long-wearing foundations, you need at least a couple of cleansers, and they are some are quite difficult to get off. So those two cleansers would work perfectly. Let's have a look at some of the features. So I'm just going to show you a slide here of the gel cleanser performance. So you can see here that it does help to also shrink the pores just after one use of the gel cleanser. So you can see that the pores, although you can still see the pores there, they are visibly smaller, and that's just after one use. So the featured ingredient in the cleanser, the gel cleanser, is cucumber. And we know that cucumber is lovely and calming. It's also an antioxidant and it's soothing. It also has the acerola cherry extract, which is high in vitamin C. It has shiso and aloe vera, which is cooling and very soothing on the skin. And my favorite ingredient, zinc, witch hazel and meadowsweet, to actually help to control the oil. The anti-blemish pore refreshing toner is vital to use if you have acne breakouts and you have spots and pimples. So it helps to minimize and reduce the appearance of pores. It decreases and controls excess oil. It reduces the number of acne breakouts on the skin and helps reduce the severity of blemishes, so it's going to allow the skin to heal. It helps to slough off those dead skin cells, and it penetrates the pores to help to control those acne blemishes and breakouts. So let's have a look at the featured ingredient. The featured ingredient in the anti-blemish pore refreshing toner is lemon. Once again, a natural ingredient. It helps to clarify, but it also helps to balance the skin's pH. Some other wonderful ingredients are ginger, witch hazel, willow bark, cucumber, chamomile, lemon to soothe, aloe and white willow bark to calm. My favorite ingredient once again, zinc, PCA, to control the oil. Now you'll find in the anti-blemish pore refreshing toner 0.5% of salicylic acid. And that's why it's so important, if you do have those acne breakouts and pimples, that you use the refreshing toner, because it does contain the salicylic acid. It also contains organic Nutrilite grown acerola cherry extract, which is an antioxidant for the skin. Now the next product in the range is the anti-blemish gel treatment. Here's some statistics for you. 91% of consumers felt that the gel reduced redness, and 74% of consumers felt that the gel worked really quickly on the skin. What it does is it penetrates into the pores to clear most acne blemishes. It helps to clear up most of those acne blemishes and allows the skin to heal. It reduces the number of blackheads and whiteheads. And the good news is it's fragrance-free. So let's have a look at those featured ingredients. It's got witch hazel in, which is a natural astringent. Once again, it has ginger, witch hazel, willow bark, cucumber, chamomile, lemon, aloe, and white willow to soothe the skin. Zinc for oil controlling, and 1% of salicylic acid. So really important, if you've got those breakouts and spots, that you use the anti-blemish gel treatment on those spots. It contains organic Nutrilite grown acerola cherry, which is a powerful antioxidant, and green tea. So let's have a look now at the light lotion, because remember we were talking about moisturizers and how important it was for all skin to use a light moisturizer. So the light lotion is a water light oil-free lotion that not only aids the hydration, but it also balances the surface oils to help control the shine on the skin. It provides environmental protection with antioxidants. It's free of those pore clogging oils. It absorbs easily into the skin, doesn't leave any residue. And the skin appears very healthy and smoother looking. Let's have a look at those ingredients, shall we? So the featured ingredients is chamomile, because it's lovely and cooling and soothing. It contains the acerola cherry extract, which is grown on our Nutrilite farm, high in vitamin C, glycerin and allantoin, which are hydrators to balance. And once again, my favourite ingredient, zinc PCA, witch hazel and meadowsweet to control the oil in the skin. So the packaging, I think, is fun, and it's very vibrant. It's inspired by each formula's featured ingredient, and this custom designed packaging communicates the natural inspiration with a botanical ingredient graphic, and the vibrance of freshness with a crisp, fun green colour. The soft touch materials signify the soft matte finish you'll see on your skin after using the products. So the gel cleanser is a flip top tube. The light lotion is a pump tube. And the makeup remover wipes come with 25 cleansing cloths in a resealable pouch in the carton. Let's have a look at the fragrance, because it's a very soft fragrance. It's a very soft blend of oriental, herbal, fruity and citrus. Both invigorating and light-hearted, the scent is refreshing and naturally inspired. So the base notes, this is what you're going to smell when you first put it on. The base notes are more those sort of vanilla type of scents. The middle notes are more herbally, with a touch of jasmine there. And the top notes are more green, so it leaves your skin feeling quite fresh. So let's have a look at our target consumer. And our target consumer for the Essentials by Artistry is the young and active, mainly under 25 years. So primarily under 25-year-old females, but of course, boys can actually use this range as well, and they'd be highly effective for their skin as well. Also, those who would buy skincare for this type of customer, their mothers, their sisters, their aunts, their neighbour, their, someone in your IBO group. So don't, just wait for a teenager or someone under 25 to come along. You can always introduce it to someone who might know someone who would benefit from the Essentials by Artistry range. So cross-selling. So adding an eye gel like the Hydra V Refreshing Eye Gel Cream is a good skincare, is really good part of your skincare routine, and it would be your next level of skincare as well. So especially as you're getting someone, into their 20s who's using the Essentials by Artistry, I would always recommend an eye cream as well, and the Hydra V Refreshing Eye Gel Cream is the perfect add-on. Polishing exfoliant is a fantastic add-on for, gentle exfoliation, gives the skin a brighter, smoother skin surface. Can I say though, if you've got someone who's got pustules, that means pimples that are, they're quite active, please don't use anything abrasive on the skin. So don't use a polishing scrub if there's active pimples or pustules and breakouts on the skin. I would recommend the Intensives Renewing Peel. This is the most wonderful product for anyone who has active skin or acne skin, as it gently exfoliates and removes that dead skin cell that clogs the pore very gently without any aggravation on the skin. So I'd definitely be cross-selling the Intensives Renewing Peel. The Deep Cleansing Mask is another excellent addition to your Essentials range. This helps to purify the skin. It also helps to control the oil of the skin. So with your cleansing mask, not just for the face, but you can use it on the chest area. Some people who have acne breakouts, breakout on the back, breakout on their arms, you can use your deep cleansing mask on those areas as well. So the new Essentials by Artistry products don't contain sunscreen. And although we do talk about the importance of using a broad spectrum sunscreen product, what we do recommend is using the Artistry Exact Fit BB cream, which is oil-free. It has SPF 25 in it, and this will help to prevent skin exposure to the damaging UV rays. Another great product with that is oil-free and has SPF 25 is the Ideal Radiance Illuminating CC Cream. It's got a great coverage. It counteracts that redness on the skin as well. So that might be a good product to try on anyone who has that acne-prone skin or breakouts. The makeup that I do recommend is the Exact Fit Press Powder, because it does have oil control and it will help to mattify the skin. And you can always apply the Exact Fit Press Powder over the top of your a Beauty Balm Perfecting Primer with the SPF of 25. So there you are. There's our Essentials by Artistry. That's why I'm so excited about the Essentials by Artistry range. Fantastic little group of skincare products, just 5 products. So a very easy skincare range for people to understand, a very easy skincare range to recommend. And as I said, if you're using if you've got breakouts, acne, you're concerned about overactive acne, oily skin, use the entire range, because it will be really beneficial on the skin, because there's 2 products in this range. I'm just going to test you. Can you remember what those 2 products are that contain the salicylic acid? Okay. If you've said the pore refreshing toner and the anti-blemish, you are right. So those 2 products have the salicylic acid. The other products, of course, contain the zinc as well, which is vital for oily skin and the nourishment for oily skin. Just to recap, the Essentials by Artistry can be used by, any age group, but we are recommending it for the under 25s because it is specifically formulated for that oilier and more acne-prone skin. So thank you so much, everyone, for attending the Essentials by Artistry. I'm going to stop the recording now and answer any questions.